欲しいものをもらうだけさ。フェイトグランドオーダーコスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト妖精円卓領域アバロン・ルフェ血染めの冠お一つどうだい。
Hello everyone! Welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. We are continuing our way now towards Edinburgh. Again, I feel like we're going to be doing like a training mission because I cannot think of any alter egos besides Muramasa who are going to be here. So let's head off to the Chocolate Empire, Edinburgh. Yeah, let's go. I know there's a lot of people that are really excited for me to use Lancelot, and they're like, just put on Black Grail and she can be the best. And I'm like, how many times do I have to say I don't have the Black Grail? And if I don't get another Kaleidoscope, I'm going to use the CE ticket to get another Kaleidoscope to max out my Kaleidoscope. Because I have four of them. If I get one more, I can max it out. And I'll just get it later. I hear a bell ringing. I hear bones, too. Skeletons? The harbor shall return to an empty shore, but the calamity shall vanish into the distant sky. It's a signifier of the fairy's apologies, the sound of a soul accepting its sins. The round fortress shall burn, and the bell of water shall appear. Once all of them have rung, confessed sinners shall make the acquaintance of the guillotine. Oh, I don't remember that line. And as for the Fairy of Paradise, having fulfilled her role, the child of prophecy shall say farewell to her home. Yes, I offer fairies no salvation. I shall defend my land, nothing more. Wait, were these Ash, Morgan, Tonalico, whatever you want to call her? Is this her visions? I will save the fairies. I will carry out the duty I've been given. With all the magical energy I've stored in this throne, I have nothing to fear from the great calamity. Furthermore, only a chosen fairy can sit on this throne. That throne is the sign my pilgrimage has ended. It's key to keeping Britain safe. Avalon Le Fay, the anchor of paradise. You are neither like other fairies nor that foreign mage. You have been chosen. You are neither a rebel nor an invader. You are the staff of selection's chosen wielder. You and you alone have the right to bring me to justice, fairy sent from paradise. Even should you fill oceans with the blood you shed in battle against me, you would be innocent of sin. I've been chosen. I'm not like the fairies of Britain, or my King of Nights self from proper human history. Okay, wait, maybe not. Okay. I'm neither a rebel nor an invader. No matter how many fairies I killed because of a war I begin, I would still be free of sin. If you wish to save Britain, you must defeat me, and claim the throne for yourself. Go, then. Fulfill that absurd prophecy if you can. You should know better than anyone that you have no choice. That's right. Defeating Morgan, the Fairy of Paradise who forsook her duty, is my only choice if I'm going to save Britain. But what happens afterwards? What happens after I do something I don't want to do? Something nobody wanted me to do? I'm a Fairy of Paradise too. Is there anywhere I can call home? Dang. Again, I've no idea how many days. We better get an update soon. You better tell me, Da Vinci. Hello, everyone. You got back sooner than I expected. The way you're standing there kind of reminds me of Benkei, Red Ribbit. Just standing in the middle of the road, ready to take on whoever and be cool. Senpai, Da Vinci, who is that and why does he look exactly like Red Hair? Oh, that's Red Ribbit. He's a fairy from this Lostbelt and one of our trusting companions. Don't worry, he won't bite. Unlike most horses. I hate horses. Horses bite and kick and they're stupid. Sorry. He looked legitimately extremely offended when I said that. I see. Nice to meet you, Red Ribbit. My name's Mashkirialite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure's all mine, sweet lady. How deliciously polite of you.
Hang on, though. Weren't you supposed to wait for us in Edinburgh?
Yes, I was. But I'm not really one for staying put, you know. Bit of a wandering soul. I thought I might run into you all sooner if I waited near the entrance to the Ashen Shore, so I just ran on up here. All right then, up with the wagon. I'll make sure your ride to the Queen City of Edinburgh is as smooth as can be.
That sounds great. I was just sick of walking. Oh, you gotta read faster. I was just thinking I was sick of walking everywhere. That's the biggest downside of being summoned as a caster. Your legs get tired way too damn fast.
One moment, please. I don't believe we've met before.
Oh, my name's Grimir. I'm a friend of Tanner's.
A friend of Tanner's. Does that mean you're also from propelling human...
Proper human history?
That's the one. Proper human history. Thank you, Mash. Many girls thoughtful as you is especially welcome to ride in my wagon.
Can I have a second, Mash? I'll try not to spoil him too much, okay? Right, I'm still not sure what your relationships are to one another, but I'll do my best to be careful.
So you're both Tanner's acquaintances from proper human history. Lord Muramasa, does that mean you and Grimir are two horses of a mane, so to speak?
Huh? I guess we're in the same category, technically. Why?
No, it's nothing. My animal intuition tells me that the two of you are the best of friends. But I can't help but wonder which of you would win in a fight.
Why would you do that? What, you gotta ask? Me, of course. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Ask any fool and even they can tell you Grimir'd be the clear winner. Exactly. Who gives a fig what a fool has to say? Alright, you, get over here. I'll take it easy on you and don't use the back of my sword. Well, I'm impressed you can tell which is which. That thing's so dull it might as well be a club. The strongest duo. Alright, punk, you're going down. Oh boy. Well, training. Close enough. Wait, if it's Caster and him, am I fighting them both? Am I just putting them both in their place? Maybe. It seems like it. Fun. Let's see here. Alter Ego. Well, Pretender is real good against Alter Ego, huh? Well. That'll be fun to use. So you know what? Let's go with... I mean, you're down, but... Let's grab you. Boop. And boop. And you know what? Let's try, because I've heard people say, even just using him, you can do some pretty silly stuff. And so, yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's go with Assassin. Okay. Let's go with this. And let's go... Again, we want the boar one. Right, to get nice and big damage over time right there. I want to level that one up because that's useful. And everyone else is just characters to level up in the back mostly. Get you in the back, and we can go with... Yeah, we'll go with you. Okay, and we'll go... Boop, and boop. Bond up. Boop. And that should be enough with boop. Okay. Sure, let's give this a shot. Let's see how this does, right? We'll see how much... I mean, you won't do much damage to him, but it's fine, because then... Oh, we should probably get someone who can actually do big damage to... Because if it's caster, we're going to need a rider, right? We're going to need a rider. So let's get a decently strong rider to come in and also help out after. We'll go with you. Yeah. We'll go with you. And we'll get to... Alright. Yeah, we'll give this a shot here. Let's put these dudes in their place. Okay, but someone did point out, look at her level now. She's level 110. That's wild. That's insane. I'm gonna be using her, you know, in a bit. But not for this. I want to try this to see how silly this is. See how strong. Yeah, we're putting them in their place. You're up. I'm better. Charge gain HP. Crit up. Okay. So let's start with this on you. This. So again, yours is all enemies and inflict sleep and invincible on them. Now, mind you, if we had break invincible, you'd be able to, you know, do all that, right? We're not going to pop that. We're not going to pop that just yet. Instead, we're going to go with this. Right? And, I mean, honestly, can we... I might hold off on the other one, but let's go with this. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do your thing. Is this going to be a first time, technically? Yep. I should have done it at the end. I forgot about that. Because, of course, yeah, the invincible. Right. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to make it so that they don't get the invincible. Look at him! He's so small. The hell if they're fairies. Okay. So now let's go... this. Did I give it to Koyanskaya? I think I did. Whoops. Why did I do that? That was not what I wanted. Okay. Pop that on you then. We'll have one turn of not, I guess. Let's just do a turn. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll have one turn of not doing it, I guess. That was a mistake. Ooh, baby. Alright. Protection from arrows. Okay, evade. Well, that sucks. Wait, do we have remove defensive? Let's see here. Wait, does yours do... remove attack buffs? Okay. Never mind. But what we can do is we can use this... we can stun you this turn, so you can't do your thing. Right? And let's just do a turn... just doing some of this to get rid of it. Right? Okay. Alright. I kind of want to just do, like... let's see how much you can do. Right, so let's go... 1, 2... Wait. Do you do bonus damage? Lawful? You might be lawful. You might be lawful. Sure, let's try. Let's see if he's lawful. He might be. I have no idea. Charge loss, dang. I didn't even realize it had charge loss on it. That rocks. Alright, I'm gonna take a hard bet that his... I'm gonna bet that his... Why did I do it that way? I should have done the other way. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. If I'm correct... yeah, he can't even be switched. Dang. Alright. Let's get you two switched. And you can pop on an invincible on yourself. Right, and you can just go one, you know what, let's go this, let's go 1, 2, 3. I bet you his final form, which again, I've seen but not looked at, if that makes sense. I bet you that's gonna have a unique song when you pop it. Because the lack of song is a bit weird for a important level 5, you know? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Dang, she is jacked up. And not in a cool way, you know? But I mean kind of in a cool way. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. Nearly there. Protection from arrows. Okay, let's see here. Do we have... Yes. Absorb HP. High chance to decrease the gauge and increase the gauge. Sure. Nice. Nice. Apply invincible. Apply evade. Wow! Those are all really good. Those are really cool. Just a shame that we don't really have any way to do anything to him. We're just gonna let these pop, I guess. Okay. Alright, here we go, here we go. So... let's go... Still not enough to pop your super, at least, but we can go 1... We can go 1, 2, 3 to guarantee you get it. Nice. Okay, there we go. Rune spell, crit up, debuff, resist, that's fine. Okay, alright, here we go. So, we're gonna pop this. Right? We can pop this. We can go 1, 2, 3. Alright. So he's still, yeah. A little bit. Unless this does crazy crit, which it didn't. Kind of want to see hers. We don't have the meter for that, though. Kind of just want to see it for the heck of it, so... let's see about getting it. In her final costume, at least. Not enough. Can you hit her once? Can you hit her? Please hit her. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Let's see it. Again, level 110 is wild. Let's do... let's see here. Sure hit. Significant damage. Curse. Disastrous. Curse. Nice. So you are kind of a curse-based moveset, huh? Let's see it in this costume. This is a pretty good animation. It's okay. I like the idea behind it because it's kind of terrifying in how simple of an attack it is, right? Like, it's not even big and flashy. Calm down. Okay, we won the battle. You got Bond up. Don't worry. But it's scary because, like, she could do that, like, anywhere, man. And the winner is neither of you. The truly strong don't get into stupid brawls. This kind of matchup always ends like this. Hang on. I didn't really lose. The only reason we technically lost is because Grimir's so-called mage ass doesn't have a single support skill. How was I supposed to know you're such a crap warrior you can't even defend yourself? Besides, when it comes to guts, I've got enough for a boatload of Vikings. Both of you shut up and get on the wagon. I need to get to Edinburgh today, damn it. Wow, that worked better than I thought. Anyway, assuming Grimir's wolves are walking, The wagon only holds 6 people, and there's 7 of us now. Want me to follow along on my skates? That's okay. I'll just ride on Red Ribbit's back. You don't mind, right, Red Ribbit?
No, that should be fine. A little fairy like you won't affect my performance at all.
We're still quite far north. Won't you be cold riding outside? I could always run alongside the wagon instead. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm used to the cold up here. Alright, let's go, Tanner. I know there used to be a village in Edinburgh a long time ago, but I don't know what's become of it in the heir of the High Queen. Of course, given Knocknarea's distaste for humans, I doubt it'll be more than a handful of people at a campsite. There's going to be tons of them, because it's going to be like, surprise, she actually does, like, care, kind of, right? Is that what we're doing? Usually how it ends up being. Oh, look at that city. That's a city. Ruler. Ruler, eh? Well, don't mind if I do on the ruler. Because you know what that means. That means we can do delicious triple techs. So let's do that. Do this over and over.
Attention, citizens of Edinburgh! Lady Knocknarea has returned to our fair city for a temporary respite. She will be recuperating at the previous queen's grave for the next few days, after which she will once again depart for the front lines. Main street vendors may remain open for business after sundown. Do not let the city's lamplights die out. Remember, Lady Knocknarea loves this nightless city with all her heart. Glory to the King clan. Glory to Edinburgh, the Queen's city.
Oh, at long last, it's time for war. Can't wait. Thought this day would never come. There's been 10 years since I escaped from the south. I'm proud to call myself a member of the King clan now. I still can't believe how generous Lady Knocknarea was to share her power with a good-for-nothing like me. I'd do anything to help her. I'm liquidating my whole stock. Whole stock, go on, help yourselves for next to nothing. We got deals. $5.99 Blu-ray players.
You have the latest daily report, may I see it? 29th military training exercise complete, the victory bell rings for the north. Even as I write these words, I cannot help but tremble with awe at the sheer might of the King clan's army. Even the giant troops, whose lack of expertise we feared might hold our forces back, have become exceptional soldiers. If the way these fine warriors make quick work of large moors is any indication, Camelot's ramparts won't stand a chance. According to First Captain Gerbet, our army could easily overthrow Camelot if they were to march out today. Once the fighting began, it would be over in 1, 2, no more than 3 or 4 days at most. The last part's a little worrying, but Lady Knocknarea's going to be out on the front line herself, right? We can't lose, then. Besides, our queen would never pick a fight she knew she couldn't win.
Lady Knocknarea can always use another pair of hands. Soldiers, medics, clerics, transport production. We need all the help we can get. Whatever job you take, you're guaranteed a fair wage. All we want to see from you is motivation. Also, if you know anyone afflicted with more sickness, please bring them in right away. If the disease is caught early enough, it can still be cured. I know, because I was once infected myself. Lady Knocknarea doesn't discriminate between upper and lower class like Morgan. All she cares about is whether you have the will to live. That is why the leader of our very own King clan, who believes in all of her citizens equally, should be the next King of Britain.
Whoa. Wow. Can't do that. Sorry. You're never gonna get a whistle out of me. I should get a whistle on my soundboard. Right? I can make a whistle like that. You could probably barely hear that. Right?
Yahoo!
There we go. I'll use that for my whistle from now on. It's like the stereotypical evil empire come to life. We're not going to say that. The whole empire is standing Knocknarea with all their might. Oh, people probably hate that line. I can't believe it. This is the northern village? It's even more developed than Salisbury. What in the world has happened since the beginning of the heir of the High Queen? I know how you feel. I was shocked the first time I came here too. My past self's notes said the northern fairies used to be basically a small group of nomads. I guess Mab, the King clan's last queen, it's a hell of a sentence. Must have been one hell of a leader. Just a single generation, she built a city that rivals the Edinburgh of proper human history, and a city that's home to northern fairies as well as fairies who migrated here from the south to boot. I don't know where you get off looking so smug about that. You got nothing to do with her success. Still, there's no denying this is one hell of a city. Everything from the foot traffic to the business dealings feels like the real deal. And I see there's a big cathedral here, too. Yep, there's a beautiful church called St. Gilles Cathedral in our world's Edinburgh, too. Not that Gilles. No, no, no. It's probably another one of those human history convergence things. That said, the Edinburgh and proper human history and the one here are built on very different ground. Namely, this one looks like it's been built on top of a rocky mountain. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any Calton Hill or Arthur's Seat here either. Hey, Mash, do you know what Arthur's Seat is? I've only read about it, but yes, in proper human history, Arthur's Seat is a well-known tourist spot. It's a steep rocky cliff not too far from Edinburgh itself. According to legend, King Arthur himself once sat on it to look out over the land, thus the name. I see. There sure are a lot of legends about King Arthur, huh? Yep, he's brought up in one form or another in all the big tourist spots. Some other notable ones include Winchester, Glastonbury, and Tintagel in Cornwall. So getting back to our negotiation with Knocknarea, they did say she was back here now, didn't they? So that probably means she's in the palace then, right? Shall we just barge in there now? Yeah, okay. I guess Knocknarea is technically our enemy. He's probably not exactly eager for an audience with us, but hold on to that for a minute, okay? Hey, Tanner. I think Artoria's doing her headstrong thing again. Now what do we do? It's too bad Oberon's not here right now. I mean, just look at her. A head-on clash with Knocknarea, huh? I'll finally get to let out all those years of pent-up frustration with her. Eyewitness reports Savage Child of Prophecy spotted shadowboxing in the streets. What if we asked to meet with Knocknarea and said we were a group of her fans? Great, now you're being weird too. Have you not been sleeping or something? Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt your discussion, but it looks like we have, company. Hi. They clearly have us surrounded now. We have no choice but to fight. There, you see? I knew all that stuff about law and order in this city was all a load of bunk. And then again, attacking outsiders without a word of warning, just kind of thing I would expect from a nation run by Knocknarea. Alright everyone, get your weapons ready. Once we break through this dragnet, we'll storm our way right into the castle.
Thank you for coming, Lady Artoria. We've been waiting for you and your entourage to arrive. I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey, but please do try to compose yourself. Now, if you'll kindly follow me to the cathedral, I can take you to see Lady Knocknarea right away.
What?
All right, I almost forgot. I wrote a letter to make an appointment for you ahead of time. It said, Dear Knocknarea, Queen of the North.
A Queen of the North? Queen of the North? I like the ring of that.
Get ready to see me, because I'm coming for you tomorrow. Cheers. And of course, since I wrote such a nice letter, I got a very nice reply back not long after. It said, I'm prepared to welcome a child of prophecy no matter befitting a king. Best wishes. I must say, I thought the North Fairies were all barbarians who tried to solve the problems with violence, but it seems Queen Knocknarea is much more sophisticated than I realized.
Okay, but if she's sent us an invitation, I guess we should take her up on it. Oh boy. Huh? She actually accepted the invitation? She didn't try to kick in the front gate? Really? Oh crap, all of you get out of here. Take the back entrance. I want you out of this room in 2 seconds. Are you sure about this? Just a few moments ago, you were giddily talking about knocking the Child of Prophecy down a few pegs, and showing her that ringing 4 bells wasn't nearly enough to make her a match for you. Change of plans, okay? I mean, how would I look if I were to greet a small group of peaceful visitors with a fully armed platoon? Huh? You're still worried about your reputation? Isn't it about the same level as an apple that missed harvest season? What's that? You're saying my rep already fell down from the tree and is rolling in the mud? Is that what you're... Whoa, I clicked too fast. Your way of asking for 100 lashes? Okay, you heard her. Everyone out. I'm guessing those are her just attendants there. My apologies for keeping you waiting. The Queen will see you in the cathedral now. And the mind games drag on. No, it's, yeah, like the other one. Well, well, how bold of you to just waltz in here like this, Artoria. Does this mean you finally scrounged up a bit of manner, guts, and confidence, then? You're not fooling anyone, Knocknarea. We can hear your soldiers scrambling to get out of here. Don't be ridiculous. Those are my footsteps and no one else's. Now I won't hear one more word about it. 1357. I'm not surprised to see Oberon's not with you, but what about that other girl? You know, the one who looked like she was in heaven with her cheeks all puffed up full of my chocolate, Gareth? Lady Gareth stayed in Londinium to defend it as one of my knights. There was no sense in her coming all the way out here just to see another evil empire. She's already been to Camelot. Well, that's too bad. I was planning to give her a tour of my chocolate factory. Oh well, another time perhaps. Anyway, I know how you guys went up to Orkney without my permission. You know damn well the North belongs to the King clan and that trespassing is prohibited no matter what your reasons might be. Honestly, what are you, some bandits hiding out in the mountains? I guess you have still yet to learn your place. We did go through the Lake District, you know. Huh? Knocknarea, why'd you freeze up like that? I'm not frozen. I swear, what were those guards thinking? How could they let a human in my cathedral? I'll have to give them an extra special reward for this later. Oh, now I see. Sorry to interrupt your friendly chat, but it sounds like you already know that Orkney's bell has been rung. Good, that saves us the trouble of filling you in. Anyway, yes, Orkney's bell used to belong to the Rain clan. Now the Rain clan is gone, and the King clan are the bell's de facto guardians, as you well know. That means to an outsider, which is to say that from Morgan's perspective, it looks like the King clan has officially recognized the Child of Prophecy. What do you make of that? What do I make of it? Hang on, who are you? My name's Grimir. Well, technically I'm the second to bear that name, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. I've been watching over Orkney's bell on behalf of Merlinius Ambrosius. Merlinius? Interesting. Crap, I almost forgot. When Queen Mev and Cahulin mix. Oh no, you're right, Grimir, hide! So you're Grimir the Sage. The last queen told me you're a cold-hearted bastard, but you'd be bound to show up eventually. You once taught Ash the Savior magecraft, right? I see. If you're here, then I guess this so-called savior must be the real deal after all. Huh? Is that all I have to say, Knocknarea? But I mean, this is Grimir, you know, you don't feel any connection to his spirit origin? You don't... What are you talking about? You there, do we have a connection? Nope, sure don't. You're Knocknarea, the proud queen of the North. You care far more about your life and destiny here than you do any silly ties from human history. Speaking personally, I for one couldn't be happier about the last part. Is that so? I don't know what that's all about, but thanks. I'll say this for you. You do have a nice smile. Anyway, that aside, Grimir's right. Now that Orkney's bell has been rung, I don't have a lot of options here. Just this morning, Morgan sent me a final warning. It said kill the Child of Prophecy at the Ashen Shore when she returns from Orkney. If you fail to do so, consider my treaty with the previous head of the King clan null and void. The end. Treaty with the previous head of the King clan? What's she talking about? None of your business. The point is, if I don't kill the Child of Prophecy, there'll be war. Of course, I was always planning to fight Morgan at some point, so that part's fine. The only problem is you, Artoria. Remember what I told you before? Get an army of my own, ring at least 2 bells, and learn to carry myself in the manner befitting the Child of Prophecy, right? Well, if you can rattle all that off so readily, I must have really gotten to you. I'm glad I took the time to deal with you before. Yes, those are my conditions, and you've met them, which means you're worthy of joining forces with me. That is why you came to Edinburgh in the first place, right? An alliance between the King clan and the Child of Prophecy, I like it. Oh, way to go, Artoria, we did it. It's too soon to celebrate just yet, Tanner. Knocknarea would never make things that easy. Just look at her. That's the face she makes right before she squeezes some poor sucker for everything they're worth. I've never made a face like that. Still, you're not wrong. My skin might smell of sweet honey and be wonderfully soft, but I myself am neither. I'm willing to form an alliance, but needless to say, I'll be the only king. If you're going to join me, you need to pledge your loyalty to me and obey my every command. Also, only fairies are welcome to join my alliance forces. As far as the Round Table Army's humans go, I think I'll turn them into bees and put them to work in my chocolate factory. I'm sure they'd be much happier that way, since those pathetic, useless humans will be the first to die when the fighting starts anyways. Fighting. Wait, Tanner, you don't have to say anything. Knocknarea, the Round Table Army, is the best army in all of Britain. The day we obey you is the day apples start falling back up onto their trees. That's strong. If you want to command us, you have to pound us into submission first. So how about it? You and me fairy to fairy. Unless, of course, you're too chicken to face me. You're on. Is there fairy chickens? This will be a battle to determine the next king of Britain. A fight for the throne, our pride and beauty itself. I swear in the name of the previous queen that I will face you alone and on fair ground, fairy to fairy. The winner takes command of all our combined armed forces, and the loser has to do whatever the winner says. And as a bonus prize, the winner also get to claim the foreign mage as her spouse. What? I missed the last condition, but fine, whatever you say. So how are we gonna do this? Another chess match? Don't be ridiculous. This is Edinburgh, the headquarters of the entire British sweets industry. There's only one kind of battle fought for pride and beauty around here. Is it a chocolate eating contest? Valentine mab match. The ancient traditional art of fire confectionery. Fire confect? Is that not a typo for fine? I what? You don't know about it. I see. You really are a country bumpkin, aren't you? Well, knock it off with the yokel digs already. Besides, we country girls make do. Excuse me, I was really going to say anything since these negotiations are between Artoria and Knocknarea, but now that the stakes have become personal for Caldia, I have to ask, what exactly does a mab match entail? That girl's got as much energy as Tamlin, but she's also wearing black armor and carrying a great shield. Is she the one from Sheffield? Very well, I'll ignore your impertinence this one time. The Mab match is the last will and testament of the King clan's previous leader, Queen Mab. It's a law that says whoever makes the most delectable-looking chocolate shall be queen. Pretty sweet, right? Woo! Whoa! What? Hello! Surprise cameo! And I, Devil Karen, the chocolate fairy, shall be the judge. What the what? Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess it's one way to not make her a battle sprite for... One way to not make her a battle sprite for that costume. It's a bit of a shame, but it's also like, yeah, sure. Alright. That works, I guess. Is she just here? Chocolate Soldier and Devil Karen, shut up, that's stupid and cool. Sweet Temptation, target focus up, doesn't matter, I'm gonna be hitting you both anyways. Medium chance to inflict charm when attacked, increase defense for yourself. It's fine. We'll be fine. Because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop this. 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 We're gonna pop... You know what? Let's go with just this, because if we need more attack up more than anything, we're gonna go with attack up, gain up, and then we're gonna go... You know what? Well, we don't need another blue up. Let's go 1, because then if we get an attack, we'll clear it, and then we'll pop this. Right? That's what we'll do. All right. Because we can clear it. Oh, we got guard. That's good, right? We didn't get hit. Yeah, we didn't get hit. Good, good, good. We also nearly killed him in one hit. And then, let's see, are we gonna get it here? Good, we didn't. Mind's Eye fake. That's fine. Because yours is, if I'm correct... It's for 1 turn? Well, let's do a full turn attacking anyways. So let's go with... Yep. And yep. And yep. So even if it doesn't kill him, we'll still hurt him a lot. And we'll go 1, because we'll try and kill you. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll try and do as much as we can to you. And then if we get the charm... We got charmed. Okay, that sucks. That means we're going to lose our attacks now, right? Yep, okay. That sucks, actually. Okay. Don't have debuff clear. Oh, it's only... Oh, it's just done. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Let's go... 1, 2, 3. Oh, she got stunned after she did that. I'm like, why did she get a stun on her card? And now I see, okay. Prism of Hope just randomly hits. Thank you for that. Okay, and let's go 1, 2, just in case. Probably won't need it, but 3. This will probably just do it anyways.
運命を受け入れなさい。無の荒野、光る王冠、豪奢に咲くバラのごとく。エビンシュグラフレー
We got charmed, but it should be fine. Yeah,
ター。ありがとうございま
we're
す。
good.
皆さんのおかげです。
We're good. That was a very silly battle, but I appreciate it. It's one of those things where it's like, sure. Like, you have these, event-only servants, and you're like, where are they going to get used? Well, here. Sure. We'll just say there's a fairy called Devil Karen. Sure, why not? Who cares? It's fun. It seems those would-be contenders have what it takes to compete. As a chocolate fairy, oh yeah, you are, yeah. I declare this map match now officially underway. The taste testing shall take place at high noon tomorrow. Contestants will have until then to prepare their chocolate. Both contestants must use the cooking facilities provided in the cathedral and may employ up to 1 fairy assistant. Any questions? None here. I can't wait to get started since I already have someone in mind to give this chocolate to. I'm gonna make the best chocolate anyone will taste all year. It'll be better than anything Gloucester has to offer. Hang on, are we really doing this? What in the world does making chocolate have to do with choosing a leader? Everything. This has been the law of the land in Edinburgh for the past 1600 years. There is no such rule in real-life Edinburgh, thank you. Alright, Lady Artoria, you may take the Star Kitchen. Lady Knocknarea, you may take the Moon Kitchen. I will prepare rooms for for the night for the rest of Lady Artoria's companions. I'm afraid you won't be able to talk to the chalk testants. Oh, wow. When they're in the kitchen, but you're free to talk to them outside the kitchens if you like. Alright, enjoy your chocolate making, and remember, fortune smiles on those with truly strong hearts. Oh boy. Well, at least it was nice of them to reserve rooms for us, but... Does she have any idea how to make chocolate? She doesn't know how to align the crystals? Mash? I wish I could go help Artoria myself, but... I know, you'd like me to assist Artoria in her chocolate duel, right? I may be a Deming servant, but the fairies seem to treat me as one of them, so that shouldn't be a problem. Well, that'd be great. Thanks for doing this. Before we get started, I'd like to go over everything we've learned so far, just us Chaldeans. You already told us about what happened after you went to the past. You were sent to the past in Norwich, of course, but I still want to hear what happened to you before then, and fill you in on what's happened with us. And this should be a good place for private chat, since Murmas and Grimmy are in another room. I don't know why I'm in the room with the girls, but it's fine. It's fine. That's what happened to you after we got separated. Salisbury, Gloucester, Londinium, Manchester, and the Lake District, plus everything with the Round Table Army, of course. I never would have guessed that Pepe was here too, and as a count of all things. I'm sure it fits him like a glove. Unfortunately, Pepe's not the only crypter here. We saw Beryl in Camelot too. Though it sounds like you were actually the first to run into him here. That's right. I saw him in Sheffield. That was when you lost the Black Barrel, huh? Beryl probably took it for himself. I sure hope we get it back. I'm so sorry. All the time and effort you and Sion spent on it, and it's a frickin' cool notes reference. I just left it there. It's okay, trump cards pop up when you need them to anyway. Oh, thank God, yes, I like that. Again, I'm so sorry. If only I'd... Hey, you still didn't have your memories back after the Nameless Woods ordeal, right? And there's no way you could have known. Don't worry about the Black Barrel. You can always track it down. The important thing is that you're still alive. Unfortunately, looks like we won't even need it for this mission anyway. Really? I mean, if we don't have to use it, that's great, but... Well, the Child of Prophecy is no slouch either. Not to mention... Oh yeah, machines don't work well. Yep, we have something even better than the Black Barrel now. Huh? What do you mean? Are Director Gordolph and Holmes coming to help us in the Shadow Border? I almost said Shomes. No, nothing like that. I'm talking about you, Mash. The Ornax may not be working right now, but your Spirit Origin is putting out more power than it ever has. It's probably the Tamlin rules at work. Barghest and the others were gifted the Round Table Knights' names. But you're gifted with Tamlin Galahad's name on top of already borrowing his power, giving you effectively a double Galahad bonus. That's hilarious. No wonder you're able to go toe-to-toe with Lancelot. You're basically a high servant now, a peerless warrior even among peerless warriors. You can feel that too, as our master, right, Tanner? That's right, you got all the Chaos Emeralds. You're Super Mash now. I see. Then I'll do my very super best to help.
Hey, we're gonna go look around the city. You guys want to come? Time for some recon, huh?
Tori might be busy in the kitchen right now, but we've got nothing but time on our hands. So we gotta do something to make ourselves useful. How about you, Da Vinci? I'm gonna set this one out. Besides, I still have to write my report.
Say, where's Mash? Isn't she with you?
Tori needed Mash's amazing chocolate making skills more than... I guess she did make all the Valentine's chocolate every year for me. That is canon.
Gotcha. Sounds like she's got a real shot at winning then. If it came to it, if it came to it, I was thinking I'd make the chocolate myself, but maybe now I won't be needed to. You're way too easy on Arturi, you know that, right? Is that any way for one of the foreign god's disciples to conduct himself? Shut up, you blue-haired dillweed. Oh, dillweed, that's a strong one. I still owe her my life for saving me from that auction. Besides, I ought to be asking why you were so easy on Knocknarea. You look like a friend of yours or something? Actually, yes, but even though she's the very spitting image of her, they're completely different people. Knocknarea's been living her own life, free of influence from any human history connections. I had to go after my destiny, but she took hers by the horns and made it submit to her. I swear, I've never seen such a free-spirited woman anywhere. You can't help but smile, right?
Interesting. Oh, look at this place. Oh, this looks familiar. This looks mad familiar. I think we might have seen this background before somewhere. Maybe it's like similar.
You don't say. So the last Queen map disappeared in the era of the High Queen 400, and Knocknarea was born 100 years ago in the era of the High Queen 1900. So this city went without a leader for about 1,500 years, huh? That's right. I thought it was strange when I first heard about this, too. But apparently the Northern Fairies continued to live by the past Queen's teachings, even after she was gone. They say she told them that a new King Clan Fairy would be born again one day, and that they were to obey Morgan until that day come.
So what happened to the Northern Fairies after Knocknarea was born?
And they went right back to their old ways, of course. Things have been tense between them and Morgan ever since. For 100 years, Knocknarea's been teaching the Northern Fairies order and discipline, gradually turning them into a real army. When Einstein predicted the Child of Prophecy, Morgan wasn't the only one who was worried. I bet Knocknarea went ballistic upon hearing the news, too. At least on the inside, she was probably all, I've been working hard towards this for 100 years now, no way other than some podunk backwater fairy beat me to the punch. Ah, no, I gotcha. That's why Arturi and the Queenie hit it off so well.
Is that one of those you only hurt the ones you love things?
I mean, they both know what it's like to bear the weight of crushing responsibility. They probably had never had anyone else they could, They probably never had anyone else they could curse out without it becoming a big to-do before they meet each other. They might be in completely different circumstances. They're still equal where it counts. The way I see it, things are gonna work out no matter who wins this contest, so let's just let them have their fun. All that aside, you sure know a whole lot of things, don't you, Grimir? Anything else you know but haven't shared, like, say, why this place is called the Queen City? I don't know where the name comes from. I told you everything I could. Oh, we're a long ways from the main road now, aren't we?
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, guys. You out for a walk, too? I don't blame you. Not much to do in our hotel room, after all.
We thought we might take advantage of the opportunity to do some sightseeing too, especially since we almost never come this far north.
You guys see anything unusual?
No, not really.
What's with you, Redra? Not like you to look so hedgy.
Well, I'm just hoping this is just my imagination, but there seems to be a lot more wind-clan fairies here than I was expecting.
Oh, are you guys new here? Welcome to the Edinburgh Development Ward. This is where all the refugees who haven't been able to share in Lady Knocknarea's power live. Still, we're all treated as full citizens. We all have jobs and roofs over our heads, even if they are just tents. In the meantime, I'm sure Lady Knocknarea will make you guys into King Clan fairies once the war against Queen Morgan's over. Go ahead and put your tent up wherever you like. If you're lucky, you might even get a job in the medical ward. Don't worry, Moore's disease isn't nearly as bad as it's made out to be.
What's Moore's disease? Is that a human? What in the world were you all thinking, bring a human into Edinburgh of all places? If Knocknarea finds out about this, you'll all be... Wait, don't tell me. Are you guys also...
I'm a horse. No, we're travelers. We're just passing through. We'll be leaving tomorrow, so please don't worry about us.
I see. Guess I better get going then. Sorry for taking up your time. No way that guy actually lives just around here. There's something way too shifty about him. Probably one of Morgan's spies. A lot of room for rats like that in a city this big. Should we tell Knocknarea about him? Don't bother. We can't snitch on a resident on Muramasa hunch alone. For that matter, have you noticed all the fairies in the wards have scars on their shins? I'm guessing they're either refugees from the south, fairies who've lost their purpose, or
fugitives who fled the south.
This town's full of criminals, huh? I guess Knocknarea is either really magnanimous or she's really big on cheap labor.
But maybe it's both. Every fairy becomes land when they die, regardless of what they were like in life. So having more fairies live here means that our territory will eventually expand. That must be how Edinburgh grew the scale in the 1600 years since Queen Mab disappeared.
Then something doesn't add up. If fairies have been living up here for over 1600 years in the era of the High Queen, then why are the edges of Britain unchanged since the Fae era? Could this city be... I wouldn't put it past map to do that. Turning a desolate wasteland into a prosperous city in a single generation, her next generation being born 100 years ago. I knew it, now it's all making sense. No wonder Morgan's left her alone all this time. If she plays her cards wrong, Knocknarea could end up becoming a calamity herself. What? Habitrot, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm probably just overthinking it. There's no way that could actually be the case. Anyway, let's head back, Red Ribbit. It's all wasteland up ahead, so there's nothing more to see here anyway.
I see. And I take you to ride on my back again. I was the one who said it wouldn't be any trouble, but that was before I knew you were much, much heavier than you look.
It's because I got substance where it counts. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Just you wait. Eventually, once I eventually grow up, old Hattie Cat's gonna have the most banging bod you've ever seen. Could we see that? Could we see that?
Aren't you the type of fairy who never gets any older?
Anyway, let's not talk about that. I wouldn't wander around here too much if I were either, Tanner. I don't know why Knocknarea let you off the hook, but if you run into any northern fairies with long memories, they won't think twice about ganging up on you. Oh yeah, I guess you'd know more about that than I do, since I only have the first Grimir's notes to go off of. Tell us something, Habitrot. Northern fairies used to be the first group of fairies who coexisted with humans, right? Like the War of Summer and such. Why does Knocknarea hate them so much now? Yeah, do you know what's up with that, Habitrot? What, you mean you don't even know that? Alright, I guess I can tell you. It all goes back to what happened about 4,000 years ago during the War of Summer in Fae Era 2000. Queen Mab invaded Britain from the Western Isle and drove the other clans to the brink of extinction. Word has it that Ash then stepped in, convinced Mab to back down and reconcile with the clans, and had her and her people officially recognized as the King clan. But that's not exactly the whole truth. For one thing, Mab would never agree to reconcile with the clans when her victory was already assured. Good point. I always thought that story spun things a little too neatly for the other clan. Wait, don't tell me. Yep, Mab snapped defeat. Right from the jaws of victory, right at the very end, when her human right-hand man and husband betrayed her. And of course, Ash wasn't about to pass up a chance like that. She backed Mab into a corner when she was already writhing in pain and gave her the thrashing of her life. Then she made her swear to join the other clans and never attack Britain again. When it rains, it pours, huh? Now know that underhanded tactics is par for the course when it comes to war, but still.
No wonder she hates humans so much. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if she wants to wipe them all out now.
Nah, Edinburgh never be this grand of a city if she just wiped the humans out. I think the real question the story raises is this. Why was she writhing in pain? Huh. Why was she writhing in pain? What did he do? Was it Morse disease? Was it the king of the Moors, and are Moors actually human? That night in Tanner's room. This will be the most terrifying fate in. What's going to happen? Who are we going to see first? I wonder who that could be. Come in. Oh boy. Excuse me, Senpai. I'm back on temporary reprieve from chocolate duty. But this chocolate battle is very heated, so I can't stay long. Heated, huh? Think I can guess how things are going. Now, if you don't mind me, I'd like you to answer a question for me. What shape do you think would be best for chocolate? Well, taking that Artoria is a beginner into consideration. I think I'd have to say something standard? I knew it. Thank you, Senpai. This was very helpful. Okay, I better get back to the battlefield. Sleep well, Senpai. Now, come in.
Whoa! It's okay, human. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm Aiken.
Oh, I've seen that anime.
Lady Knocknarea's faithful soldier.
Lady, I can drum. I can dance. I can sing.
Lady Knocknarea just finished the 8th step of her chocolate recipe and is currently taking a break. Once she's finished, she'll be up all night working on steps 9 through 19, but for now, she'd like someone to talk to while she takes her break. Yes, of course, I mean you. There's no one else in this room. Just accept that there's no getting out of this and come with me. And don't even think about trying to escape by jumping out the window.
Oh, we can't Scott Pilgrim it? Oh, okay. Dang it. All right.
Needless to say, a fairy in Lady Knocknarea's position has many things to consider at all times, so this break she's taking is on a strictly need-to-know basis. There won't be any guards keeping watch. This is as far as I go, too. Don't worry, Lady Knocknarea's hatred of humans may be famous, but she's still not as unreasonable as a night call. As long as you hold your breath, keep quiet, stay perfectly still, and never speak except to agree with her, you might make it out of there alive. All right, then. Good night and good luck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
And there you are. I didn't expect you to come alone. I didn't expect you to not have your whip. And just to be given a thumbs up. Have you been enjoying the Edinburgh nightscape? We may not be as fancy as Gloucester, but I like to think our main street is still a pretty sight.
I mean, just a bit on the way here, yeah.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you did. I can tell from that sparkle in your eyes. That's the look of someone who picked up a beautiful insect thread scarf before stopping by a cafe for a chocolate-infused cocktail. Is that a insect thread scarf? That's, I think, the 3rd or 4th time that has come up in Fate, and every time it's a JoJo reference. My Edinburgh really is the best, isn't it? Just look at how it's even entranced. It's even entranced the foreign mage with its charms. But I digress. I invited you here for a very specific reason. Tell me about the outside world, what Morgan called proper human history. I don't care about it, of course, but as the Queen of the Northern Fairies, I need to at least be familiar with it. Or are you so scared to be here without your companions you can't even speak? Foreign mage or not, you're still just a weak little human after all. You could never be the one to make the call about whether to leak classified info to an enemy on your own.
Okay, let me start with Kalia.
Just break it down. Here's everything. Didn't realize I'd been talking for almost an hour. Oh, please. This is me. I could talk for longer than an hour about the story of Fate. Hang on, you covered all that stuff so eloquently that it was very easy to follow along. I need to stop here for a moment, though. I need to process all that. Okay, there's Kalia, Heroic Spirits, Lostbelt, proper human history. Okay, I basically got it. Looks like there's not much point in thinking about this stuff now, is there? This is the kind of thing I can worry about after Morgan's been defeated, right? Exactly. There's no need to get into it now. That's fine then. Thanks for the valuable info. You have my gratitude. The gratitude of a queen. A good ruler does more than just wage war with her enemies, as you know. There may also be a plan to rule their nation after they've won. I know Britain isn't really surrounded by a sea of nothingness. There's actually a much larger world out there beyond the water. Of course, fairies typically hide in the woods and don't mesh well with the human world. With the right motivation, there are a lot of ways to get around that. I can't believe there's still so much to do after things are wrapped up here. I can't wait to get started. Are you talking about expanding your chocolate factory? That's right. If there's another world that rich in resources, I'll have to make another western island and pay this. You called it North America, right? A little visit. Oh no, why are you still obsessed with taking over the United States and killing every president? I guess that means you and I'll be enemies again when that happens. That should be fun. She really is like Mev. There, you just make that face again. Just like the one you did when you made that weird comment about my chocolate fields. Why is that? Is there a version of me in your world too or something? Wait, on second thought, don't answer that. I really, really want to know about this other me, but if I find out now, it's just gonna make me throw a tantrum. Yeah, you're much more rounded of a character. Oh crap, now I really want to tell her. I was close, but I managed to preserve my queenly dignity. I don't think that's... Dignity, preserved, because if anyone saw that, I'd have them executed before they could tell anyone. I saw nothing, Your Majesty. Very good. A perfect response. Still, maybe I should at least ask you this. Let's say another version of me did exist in your world. In her final moments, was she not betrayed by her lover? Did she remain a cold-blooded queen to the end? The cause you were fighting for aside, you were awesome. I see. Well, of course I was. There's no way I, of all people, would ever die of a broken heart. What kind of valiant warrior defeated me? They must have been a really strong fairy, right? Cheese. As in the stuff you make from sheep's milk and eat with bread. Huh. So there's a cheese fairy in your world. Maybe they're related to Aiken Drum. The cheese was just the method? A human slung it. So, that other me was killed by a human. That's what you're telling me. Did you just take all that trouble to tell me such a ridiculous story, even knowing how much I hate humans? It's how that particular queen met her end. Are you kidding me? You can't say that kind of thing with a straight face. It's a total mood killer. Then again, it was a human that was responsible for the last queen's downfall, too. Guess when you're big enough, even a little pebble can trip you up. Think about it that way. I could see my other self getting killed by a human. And hey, at least she wouldn't have to put up with many weird curses afterwards. You don't mind me asking about the last queen. That's right. Losing her lover hurt her so bad that she couldn't fight anymore, which led to Ash beating her. Mab put too much trust in humans. She thought they were the same as her, and so she loved them too much. She charged onto the battlefield with her most beloved soldier by her side. He did his best to keep up with her, but he couldn't make it to the end. Just when they'd won their final battle against the clans, Mab turned, intending to celebrate with him, only to see her beloved draw his final breath. It's no surprise, really. Of course, a mere human could never keep up with a fairy, let alone an A-ray like Mab. Oh, frick, Mab was an A-ray, let's go! But he still, every time I read the word A-ray, I get so excited. But he still promised to stay with her, and he broke that promise. That was his betrayal. That was when Mab lost the will to fight, the moment she realized how foolish she had been, and how much that soldier had really loved her. Still, her broken heart was all healed up by the time the heir of the High Queen came around, and she soon set her sights on ruling all of Britain. Mab then retired after she built Edinburgh, and no new King Clan fairies were born for a long time. She left a hole for about 1,500 years until I came along and filled it. I'm the second King Clan fairy ever. I inherited Mab's power, and am truly worthy of being queen. I am a truly great fairy. I hate humans because they're useless in war. I'm not going to make the same mistake Mab did. I'm going to defeat Morgan with my clan alone. That's why I didn't need Artoria's roundtable army getting in the way. It's an eyesore at best. I'd make your peace soon if I were you. Once I win tomorrow's duel, all humans will be mine to do with as I please. And I'm going to put you all to work in my nice, safe chocolate factory with full benefits until the day you die. I'm not worried Artoria's going to win. Because, besides, humans aren't as fragile as you think, Knocknarea. Okay, break's over. I better get back to work. Enjoy your freedom while you can, Tanner. It's the last night you'll have it after all. We're going to make the best chocolate, because we're going to put mints in it. That's right, full-on mints. I'd better get to bed. Now, who is it? Come in. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm getting a bad feeling. Oh, made you look. You totally thought I was knocking on the door, didn't you? Well, this time I came through the window. Oberon. Easy there. Keep your voice down. It's very late, you know. And what's more, I'm traveling incognito today. Anyone asks, I was never here, okay? Why incognito, you ask? Okay, it's partly because I got tired of being the Roundtable Army's errand boy and ran off for a while. Really though, it's the King Clan, it's the King Fairy, it's that the Fairy King never stays in one place for too long. I can't look at this without seeing an Among Us pose, I swear to God. And the real reason real reason is that I was worried about you guys. I mean, we're all friends now, right? Of course I'm gonna worry about you. So on that note, I hope you don't mind that I'm here. So, good evening, Tanner. Congratulations on ringing that 4th bell. We could hear it all the way back in Londinium. The Round Table Army's morale has never been higher. Percival's made a seat at the table for any Fang Clan fairies who want to come over from Oxford. Gareth's been having a great time in Londinium with the kids. They just finished tilling a new field, in fact. Spriggan seems to be up to something, which, well, worries me, I admit. But all in all, the south has been relatively stable so far. Of course, whether it stays that way is all up to you guys. You're here to talk to Knocknarea, right? So I've been hearing rumors about tomorrow's map match all throughout the city. If Knocknarea joins force with the Child Prophecy, well, then that'd be a huge boost to our chances against Camelot. Once Knocknarea agrees to an alliance and Artoria rings Oxford's bell, we could begin our attack on Camelot in about 3 days. Yeah, but what about the 6th bell? I'm sorry, I've been looking everywhere for it, but still no luck. Still, the bells of pilgrimage are meant to show that the clans have recognized the Child of Prophecy, and since the last one, the Mirror Clan, is gone now, well, there arguably isn't much point in ringing theirs. So I think 5 bells ought to be enough. Those bells. Something bothering you? Artoria's getting more stressed with every bell she rings. I see. Well, that makes sense. You know how she gets stronger every time she rings a bell? At first I thought that meant she was growing. But I've realized that it's actually more unlocking her latent power. I think the Fairy Paradise is probably born with her true power essentially bound, and the Bells of Pilgrimage are meant to break those bonds. They'll probably also restore knowledge and memory she's always had but were locked away all this time. Every time Artoria rings a bell, she learns more about her duty and her destiny. Now that she's rung 4 of them, she's probably a completely different person from who she was when we met her in the Nameless Woods. How so? By now, she must have a much stronger sense of duty, and I'm sure her priorities must have shifted a lot too. She's probably making decisions based on what the Child of Prophecy should be doing, rather than what she herself actually wants. Am I wrong? I don't know. If anything, I think she's more true to herself than ever. Is that so? Well, in that case, I guess it's a good thing she's so naturally stubborn. Still, I can tell you're concerned about her and that you're keeping your concerns to yourself so as not to worry her. Do you remember what I said before? In this Lostbelt, you and I are just bystanders. Our role is to just see how things play out. I do remember that. Well, it's still true. We can't save Britain and we can't save Artoria from her destiny. Once we acquire a means of fighting the foreign god, the best thing we can do is put this place behind us. That being said, I really respect your determination and your commitment. I'm not just talking about Kalia. I'm talking about every step you've taken to get here. Once Morgan has been defeated, you still want to save Britain? No. If you still want to help Artoria, I'll support you however I can. Even if it means, Even if it means going well out of our way before helping proper human history. Think it's okay to say how I really feel? Of course it is. We get right down to it. The only ones who can do really big things are those who work hard for what it is they want. Trust me, I've come this far on my own too. I have some idea of what that feels like. I mean, you've been working so hard for so long, I think you're entitled to put at least 1/10 of that effort into indulging yourself. But if I do that... Artoria's another matter, though. I have no intention of indulging her. You know how she's and I did see that, by the way. Yeah, I did. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's a reason I've been instinctively picking the bottom one, so even if I don't, I know, but I did, right? I saw. Because people were like, did he notice? I did notice. Don't worry, it's pretty obvious. You know how she's incredibly competitive, but also has no self-esteem? Not a great combination. If you don't keep her in line with her sense of duty, she's liable to go completely off the rails. You're really hard on Artoria, aren't you, Oberon? Of course I am. You'd be too if you spent as much time worrying about her as I do, only to have her go and do something you'd never expected. I don't even know how many times I've had to pull strings from behind the scenes anymore. Well, she's grown up more like a docile princess and less like a wild boar. Grow up, huh? How long ago were you summoned, buddy? I mean, I'm sorry, that's more personal preference than anything else. Honestly, well, I think Artoria is just fine the way she is. There's certainly never a dull moment when she's around. Well, now I know he really does like her. Anyway, that's enough chatter for today. In fact, crap, I've been talking too long. I need to get back to Londinium by morning. They'll have me skivvied off. Bye! Are you sure Artoria isn't your Titania? Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm always on the lookout for her, even now. But even in a story with a guaranteed happy ending, she's only the very smallest of bit players. She's a convenient plot device, forgotten as soon as it's no longer needed. No one ever gave a thought to her happiness when all was said and done. But that's the life of a side character. You can't stop to worry about every little thing, or the whole world will fall apart. You can't expect that kind of imagination from a reader, or even the playwright writing their script. Besides, it's all just a fairy tale. She was born to be forgotten with the turn of a page. That's okay. My queen is the sort of woman who should never actually exist. Yo? That's like real sad. Berserker. Berserker? Chocolate Berserker? What are we doing? Okay. Yeah. Whoa! That's a feast. I noticed there's cheese there. What is this song? What is this song? What is this monkey ball song? Right? Little bit of Spyro in there too. Whoa, okay. Good day, distinguished guests, and thank you all for coming. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The Valentine map match to determine which of these two fairies is the prouder, more dignified, and just overall better than the other. This is not what I expected, really. In the Moon Kitchen, we have Lady Knocknarea, leader of the Northern Fairies and daughter of the last queen. She's got pang coming off of her. Damn, is that all the chocolate she's carting behind her? There's enough to make a chocolate Ortonax. In the Star Kitchen, we have Lady Artoria, the child of prophecy who has made even Queen Morgan sit up and take notice. She's so nervous. Is that stuff she's carting behind her really chocolate? Even Mash's shield looks more appetizing. Are both contestants ready? You have 1 hour to complete your finishing touches here in the cathedral. Remember, chocolate is toxic. What? Be sure to go out with a fiery finish. What do you mean chocolate is toxic? What? What do you mean? Go Star Kitchen, you can do this. Please direct your attention to Lady Knocknarea in the Moon Kitchen. As you can see, she is both calm and unhurried, even as she remains constantly in motion, a sure sign of someone with eyes on the prize. When I stopped by her kitchen this morning for a comment, she said, and I quote, "My chocolate isn't a mere delicacy, it's art designed to melt your very soul." And looking at how it's come along now, I believe it. I only wish all of you in the mezzanine could see this too. Oh, we can't even see it from the ground floor. Don't you have any screens around here? Unfortunately, only those on box seats can see the action unfold for themselves. If that interests you, you can always reserve one for the next Mad Match for 60,000 more pounds.
10 times the price of mezzanine seats. Sounds fair.
Next, please direct your attention to Lady Artoria in her dazzling collaboration with her assistant in the Star Kitchen. Is that a cake? I've never seen such wonderfully intricate decorations on one before. Her assistant is practically glowing with magical energy. Sheer concentration. In the midst of all this chaos, she's adding details down to the millimeter, but an absolute madwoman. We may have a dark horse on our hands.
I don't like that term.
Word on the street was that Lady Knocknarea was a shoo-in to win, but at this stage, it looks like the gods may be favoring the star. Oh, it already looks good enough to eat. You really are great at this, Mash. Okay, now to add a pinch of my secret ingredient. What's it gonna be? Bombs? Are you an idiot? I do beg your pardon. Please continue to enjoy some unique form of chocolate making. So, we should just run for it now, right? Oh, no. Nah, I can't believe I'm saying this either, but we still don't know how this is gonna go. Valentine's chocolate is more about feeling than flavor, right? There's a chance she could pull ahead. Flavor is pretty important too, though. Time's up. All right, contestants, let's see what you got. First up, Lady Knocknarea with the Moon Kitchen. I just see the lobsters, really. Magnificent. Truly magnificent. The sheer artistry and technical skill in display is a sight to behold. This chocolate Edinburgh castle with a special 19-layer coating perfectly captures the dignity of a queen. If ever there was a chocolate to take its recipient's breath away, it's this. Though I actually think receiving this could be a bit too much in more ways than one. It's all true, of course. But there's no need to be that effusive with your praise. I couldn't have done this without my capable assistant, I Can Drum. Thank you, Lady Knocknarea. Now it's time to see what Lady Artoria's made in the Star Kitchen. Can't imagine why you made such a bold choice for your chocolate, but let's see anyway. Ah, it's a normal heart shape, thank God.
No, it can't be.
What the meow? What's the meaning of this? Woohoo. Now what's with this reaction? I understand how you feel, everyone. I'm right there with you myself. But as your MC and judge, it falls to me to be the first to say it, so I will. What an incredible shape! It's smooth, plump, and seems to be practically pulsating with warmth. Now that's what I call a Valentine. We are all witness to the birth of a new chocolate design, which is weird because it's literally right on you. Huh? What?
Woohoo! What power, what strength! I can feel my blood boiling with excitement just looking at it.
I simply have to ask Lady Artoria, how did you come up with the design? Why did you abandon that lovely cake your assistant made in favor of this? That shape is the Northern Fairy's most venerated symbol. It means prove thyself to the strongest. What made you think to use it for your chocolate? Are you some kind of genius? Oh, no, definitely not. Mash just taught me how to make it, that's all. She said it also represents the heart, even though it looks nothing like a real one. And since it's so simple to make, it's easy to put your own heart and soul into it. Easy to put your heart and soul into. What a beautiful expression. I can't believe I, of all fairies, forgot about the single most important thing that goes into chocolate. That's right, it doesn't matter how expensive your ingredients are or fancy the brand is. What truly matters is the feelings you put into it. Well, Lady Knocknarea's chocolate is undoubtedly more beautiful to look at and surely more delicious. There's no question Lady Artoria's chocolate is the clear winner when it comes to sheer passion. As of this moment, I have nothing but the highest respect for her. And so we have our winner, Lady Artoria of the Star Kitchen. That's it, Artoria. You finally found your own forte. Taking credit as her mentor despite being completely uninvolved. Well, I'll be damned. I had no idea you had an ace like this up your sleeve. Would you consider selling me the rights to that idea? You did it, Artoria. It's all thanks to you, Mash. That makes the 212 practice chocolates we made worth it. Is there no concept of a heart shape in this Lostbelt? It sure looks that way. Either that or they just don't associate the symbol with the heart or the soul. I mean, just look at Knocknarea's magical energy aura. Alright, she can't see it herself, can she? That doesn't make any sense. The castle should have won no matter how you slice it. How did they make that into some kind of feel-good story? No, let's just call this a one-of-a-kind fluke. Besides, knowing Knocknarea, I'm sure it'll just be a matter of time when she'll incorporate heart shapes into her next beautiful Huh? What? Hey, Artoria, how come your chocolate looks like it's pounding? Did you do something to it? Just to be sure, it's not about to explode, is it? Of course not. Not even Artoria would mistake gunpowder for sugar. Nope, I definitely didn't. Trust me, I tasted every ingredient and only put in yummy ones. All of them. All of them? What exactly do you mean by all of them? I mean all the different ingredients, of course. You guys had so many good ones for us to use that it would be a waste not to use them, right? It's true. I saw it myself. While Mash was cleaning up the mixing bowls, Lady Artoria used some shifty technique to squeeze all of the ingredients into the chocolate. That gave her chocolate a massive amount of magical energy, fusing its ingredients and creating a new life form. Now, as you can see, it's created a calamity that threatens the entire world. Oh my god, did we make a chocolate calamity?
The Child of Prophecy made a super weapon. Run for your lives.
That's damaging my cathedral and it's turning fairies into chocolate. What in the world were you thinking? You can't just mix in everything and everything. Let me guess, you're the kind of fairy who thinks anything that takes 10 minutes at low heat to cook can be cooked in 2 minutes at high heat, aren't you? It's like my favorite, like, bad, like, again, I say, if you're a bad cook, it's not funny, don't do it. But if you're like a really bad cook, it can be really funny. The people that are like, oh, if it's like, 200 degrees for 10 minutes, let's do 2,000 degrees for 1 minute.
Like, what are you talking about?
Master, we need to fight to preserve Artoria's honor. I mean, to cover up the evidence. Some hearts just can't be saved. Let's turn a phrase there, Mash. Please don't beat it up too badly. I promise this will be yummy. This is stupid. This is stupid. I like stupid. Okay. Let's see here. Well, she's ridiculously strong. We're gonna use you. But otherwise, I do have Team Kill Berserker. Now, we want... I'm gonna go with you. You're blue, right? So let's give you... What we're gonna do is let's give you... Dive to blue, because then you can do attacks over and over. Let's just get rid of this just for now. We're gonna give... Is it Artoria assistant only? Or can I... Actually, wait. No, wait, hold up. If I could do double art... Oh, I think I could do... I think I can do Ooh Baby a double. Yes, I can. Very good. Very good. So let's give you instead that there. Give you dive to blue. I think we can afford to actually switch out to... Sure. You might be useful. Because yours... Well, yours doesn't do attack, right? So it doesn't even matter for that. So we'll give you... Because yours is... You're red, right? Yeah, you're still red, so we'll keep that with you. This is sure hit, crit strength up. Probably not super important with you. Honestly, with you, let's just go with stars. And then mash in the back. These ones should be able to finish it, though, honestly. And let's go with... Let's see. We're going with the blue. We can go with, let's see, where is it? Which is the one I probably should use. This one here to get more back. Okay, sure. Sure. Let's do this. All right. What's it going to be? Is it just going to be a big chocolate blob, or is it going to be a tower? No, it's misbegotten monstrosity. That's fun. Okay. So we don't have a full combo with her, but we can go... Let's go with... I'd be mad funny if it counts as threat to humanity. That'd be so funny. How many turns does it give the stuff back? Okay, we'll do that. We'll go blue. And let's go. We want support. We don't have support. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. It'd be mad funny if it counts as threat to humanity. It doesn't. Oh, that would have been so funny. Okay. Insta-death bullet. It's you. Oh no. Activate inflict death with normal attacks. Uh-oh. That's not good. We might be able to debuff clear if we... Oh, we won't have enough. Okay, well, we'll see. It might be fine. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll go... Yeah, not much we can do except hope for the best. Let's do a full combo here. Right? If she survives somehow. It says inflict death. That'd be so funny. Okay. If she somehow survives, we're good, but we'll see. Okay. Break. Calamity of Heart, attack up. Oh, wow, okay, we're good. Okay, sure. It's not guaranteed. Cool. Works for me. We already have 100 on that one. Blue. Okay, and let's go. You know, just for the heck of it, let's go with this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. We should be good. Let's see, what are we at? Whoa, there we go. Never mind, we don't even need any more. Okay. Well, that was silly. You need a little bit of silliness every now and then. Oh, it's becoming human.
Brian, look out!
Huh? Knocknarea. Dang. If she dies to a joke, that'd be wild. 5 years ago in Gloucester, it knocked her into a flashback, an incident that took place several days after my humiliating experience at the Ferium. Wow, you're a King Clan fairy, Knocknarea? I've never seen one of you before. That's no surprise. I don't have any subjects in the south yet. But just you wait, one day, all the south's major cities will be home to King Clan fairies. That's what the northern fairies all want. It's the destiny I've inherited from the previous queen. So you're carrying on the last queen's purpose, huh? But you're the only King Clan fairy around, right, Knocknarea? So even if you do get the northern fairies to move here, doesn't that mean there'll be more King Clan fairies? Or that doesn't mean there'll be more. Sure there will. Any fairy I share my blood with becomes part of the King Clan. Huh? Is that sort of like a mindset thing, like the difference between a bully and a victim? Wow, you are just the worst at analogies, aren't you? Queen Bee and drones were right there, or even a king and her vassals. Anyway, there's always only been one King Clan fairy ever since the King Clan began. Mab was born from the corpses of the many northern fairies who were killed in the War of Spring. Sure, their bodies became part of Britain itself when they died, but they also refused to be reborn as next generations. Well, it was more like since there was no land where they would have been born, they would have just died and been born again right away. So rather than subject themselves to a cycle like that, they decided to pour themselves into a single king. That king was Mab, the Great Fairy. She was kind of like the northern fairies' version of Queen Morgan. Mab was all the northern fairies combined into a single fairy. Her rules focused on control and prosperity. That allowed her to share power with anyone who swore loyalty to her. So she did that with the fairies who sought her out, and created a place for them all to live on the Western Island. Of course, creating a whole island took a lot out of her, so she was pretty weak by the time it was done. It just goes to show that you never know what life has in store. If Mab hadn't grown weak, she would have never taken on the bodyguard who eventually became her spouse. A spouse? Let me tell you, they could barely keep their hands off each other. It was like a never-ending spring. And that's why you should always avoid spring. Stick to autumn and winter. At any rate, anyone who swears loyalty to the King Clan gets to share in their power. That means any fairy who's given some of my blood becomes part of the King Clan for as long as they remain loyal. As the Queen Bee, I have my drones show their loyalty by performing labor, and the drones in turn get my power for themselves. The more northern fairies that I bring under my command, the more the King Clan grows in number. I see. When you share your power, does that power eventually come back to you? No, it doesn't. It's the one big downside of the system. I don't lend them my power, I give it to them. So the more King Clan fairies I make, the weaker I become. But obviously that wouldn't be sustainable, right? So of course Mab thought of a solution. She expanded her Fey domain to encompass all of Britain and made a new rule to go with it. As long as her subjects remain part of the King Clan, the clan's combined power shall be her power as well. So even though she was pretty poor after doling out money to all her subjects, she hadn't actually lost anything since the whole kingdom belonged to her. She chose to empower her nation rather than herself. I think she was really onto something. A nation can't grow by the hand of one person alone and one set of values. I just gotta say, every time they talk about Queen Mab, all I think about is the sprite from, like, SMT, or, like, the 3D model. Like, you know, the design, the kind of multi-color rainbow lady. That's all I think of. That's all I can imagine. You need many working together to make it as rich and beautiful as it can be. Gloucester here might just be a little twisted, but it's still a prime example of what I'm talking about. That's why my duty is to claim Camelot's throne for myself and unify all of Britain. It would have been a lot easier if Morgan had named me her successor, but instead she chose Tristan, right? As long as that whack job's around, what choice do I have but to take it by force? I didn't believe my ears. She talked about claiming Camelot's throne with the same nonchalance as someone talking about going out for a walk. But as far as I'm concerned, she was already a great queen by that point. Even as she talked about what the last queen wanted, she still chose to be her successor. She spoke of her ambitions greedily, selfishly, and without a hint of shame or concern as to what anyone else might think. That's the Knocknarea I knew, the most hard-working fairy in all of Britain. That's one hell of a purpose, But, are you sure it's okay to tell me that? I mean, you're talking about revolting against the queen, right? Are you gonna report me? Could you even do that if you wanted to? Especially when you're practically radiating death to all clans' energy yourself? Am I? You are. I know I'm something else, but you're pretty impressive in your own right, you know that. You see yourself as apart from every other fairy out there, right? Hell, everything about you is out of the ordinary. I'm not talking about the kind of lower class and upper class distinctions that Morgan chose. No, in your case, it feels more like you're an entirely different being altogether. Basically, you're looking down at every fairy in Britain. Are you nuts? I'm the one who's looked down upon. That's it. That's the spirit. Being reasonable is all well and good, but pieces of you will die if you take it too far like I did. Huh? Are you saying you're dead on the inside, Knocknarea? Even when you're so well brazen? Oh wait, I get it. It's the other way around. You're brazen because you're dead, like the Darlington zombie incident. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, stop that. No need for violence. That was just an example, or rather, that all happened a long time ago. I saw you apologizing to that fairy you were in with the hall earlier. Is your village's leader or something? And forget that, doesn't matter. The point is, you kept apologizing, saying you're sorry, you're so weak, and promising to try your best next time, right? Well, cut it out. At least when I'm within earshot, hearing that crap really pisses me off. What's wrong with being weak? Who gets hurt if you can't do it? You're the only one who's going to get upset about being weak. It's not other fairies who'll be doing their best next time. Of course, it's natural to have regrets over failures, mistakes, overeating, and so on. I wonder if that's meant to be overreacting, but it came out as overeating, but it might be. But never ever apologize just for being weak. It's no greater waste of time. And just so you know, I'm not telling you this because I feel sorry for you. I'm mad because apologizing for your weakness doesn't help anyone, least of all yourself. That kind of power, you should be holding your head high and fighting for what you want yourself. You're a real fiery fairy deep down, right? Like a dragon pretending to be a house cat. So quit worrying about what everyone else thinks and sink those fangs into your dreams. Because believe me, there are plenty of people out there who don't have the power to do even that. Those words were what really astonished me. She was born into luxury with incredible power at her disposal, but despite that, or maybe because of it, she also understood exactly how she and her fellow fairies were truly blessed. Easy for you to say when you're not the one who'll have to live with the consequences. Alright then, if you're going to lecture me about dreams, what about yours? You probably sunk your fangs in all of them, but still. My dream, you need to ask. It's romance. When I find someone who rocks me to my core, our romance gonna rock the whole damn kingdom to its foundation. Are you crazy? Besides, that's no dream, that's a reality. And you must have had a lover for ages now, right? Well, that's just it, I don't. Hold it, you just laughed at me in your head, didn't you? Don't get me wrong, I'm not lacking opportunities. I'd have anyone in Edinburgh if I wanted. Right, of course, how can you not when you're so pretty? Then why aren't you dating anyone? I guess it's my way of setting myself apart from the last queen. You know how depriving yourself of the thing you want the most lights a figure of fire in your belly? Well, I'm gonna use that fire to claim the throne and save my romance for after I'm king of Britain. Huh. Yeah, play hungry. That's how I see it. It was so ridiculous I couldn't help but laugh. She didn't even realize she had her purpose and her dream completely mixed up. She didn't want to become king so she could have a romance. She wanted the romance and felt she could get her predecessor's wish out of the way by becoming king to do it. What's so funny? What's your dream then, huh? That much better than mine? I guess mine's not too far off. I want to try walking around the city as an upper-class fairy. I want to be proud and stylish like you are. Only imagine how great that must feel. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind having her for a rival. I'd have to go without a lot of things in my life, but at least in terms of someone to compete with, looks like I got everything I could have asked for. You idiot, this isn't pride, this is fashion. I don't mind helping you with that side of things, but that's not what a real dream is. Anyway, first, we need to see who can put down the burdens we're carrying the soonest. Shall we see who gets there first? That night, I took in the same night sky, as my incredible friend, a fairy who spoke of her dreams with pride and nobility. Hey, have we seen... Yeah, we see stars at night, okay. Because there's the cloud cover in the day, and I'm like, wait. But if there's clouds, we can't see the stars. But no, they do, right. Yeah, because then it fades out to this. Yeah, right. Okay. I thought I'd sealed that horrid memory away. Well, looks like you got a small concussion. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I miss out something fun, or...? Well, that's right, I remember now. I took a direct hit from that chocolate. How dare the thing revolt against its creator? Come on, everyone, let's smash that thing and eat up like it's a sweet treat it's supposed to be. I guess you really were just knocked out for a bit. Have pleasant dreams, and it seems like you were up all night? No, I didn't. And wasn't up all night either. Slept great if you must know. Have you given or what? Yes, I give in. You won the map match, fair and square. Lucky for you, the judge made her decision before the spectators all ran for their lives. As promised, I'll let the child of prophecy command my forces, and I'll go along with whatever you tell me. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. Huh? Are you feeling okay, Knocknarea? Did you eat something that didn't agree with you? I think we all came close to eating something we shouldn't have. Hey, Tanner, do you ever think you might be giving Artoria too long a leash? At least stop feeding her pies after midnight, okay? She needs all the brain power she can get, and those clearly aren't doing her any favors. Hey, what's wrong with a midnight snack? Artoria, I think Knocknarea's talking about your alliance. Oh, right. Still, are you sure you're okay about this? I mean, given what a horrible mess this turned out to be, it doesn't really feel like I won. Oh, good, so you do see what the mess this was. I'm glad to know you have some semblance of rational thought in that thick skull. Anyway, well, it's obvious that I would win a rematch. We don't have any more time to waste. Especially since the Queen's probably knew you were in Edinburgh since last night. And once she realizes we're teaming up, she's going to assemble all her forces scattered in Camelot. So we need to take her down before that happens. You're ready to do this, Artoria. You need to hurry back to the south, ring Oxford's bell, and bring the Round Table Army and any other troops you can gather to my camp. In the meantime, I'll have my forces march to Camelot's main gate. But I thought you said you'd never join forces with the Round Table Army? I just don't want to see them dying in front of me. I can't ensure their safety since they can't join my clan. But I will admit that human knights, Percival included, are a good match for the Queen's knights. My subjects certainly can't use more poison weapons. So I suppose I can make an exception, especially since I've been told humans aren't as fragile as I believed. Isn't that right, Tanner? Well. How nice to see you two become friends while I was up all night learning how to make chocolate. By the way, Knocknarea, do you still remember that night in Gloucester? Of course I do. What do you take me for, a fool? At any rate, you have my word that the Northern Furries will fight beside the Child of Prophecy. Now get going. We don't have any time to spare. Okay, that's fair. I was the one who rang Orkney's bell. Tanner, Mash, Da Vinci, Murmasa, Happy Cat, Red Ribbit, and Grimmer, pack your bags as soon as you can. We need to hurry to Oxford. I'm gonna stay put here. You'll need someone to coordinate communications between you and the North, right? Besides, looks like these guys don't have a mage of their own, so I'm gonna teach them some of the basics they'll need to know when going up against Morgan. You will? Well, as long as you can be useful, that's fine with me. Don't you worry. I'm gonna inscribe runes on as many of their shoulders or shields as I can. Morgan's spells pack a serious wallop, so we gotta make sure they can at least take one hit from him. Okay, I'll make you my official court mage and tactician now. This is great. Now I'm really starting to feel like a queen. I'll see you later, Artoria. Tanner. I would have liked to show you around Edinburgh, but that'll have to wait for until another day. Next time we meet, it'll be on the battlefield. Let's make sure we're both dressed to kill. Aw, she's gonna be dressed in her frickin' regular battle outfit. We're not gonna get that cool one. Curses. Kinda wish we got that. Alright. Okay. Oh wow, we're really hoofing it back, huh? Support only. What do we got? What are we doing? What are we fighting? What are we doing? It was a lot of work getting here, but we finally have lots of good news to share. I can't wait to see the look on Percival's face when I tell him Knocknarea agreed to what we had to say. Yep, but first to Oxford. Well, look at you giggling like a schoolgirl. Really enjoyed your match with Knocknarea, huh? Huh? Yeah, I guess so. But, maybe it's because I stayed up all night. I didn't have any weird dreams, huh? Still, now that I think about it, I have been enjoying myself a lot. And not just in Edinburgh, for this whole journey. In fact, once we defeat Morgan this is all over, I think I might even miss traveling around like this. Oh, right, you said Ash and I look identical, didn't you? And saying that kind of thing probably doesn't make it any easier for you, does it? I'm sorry, the whole experience must have been a lot for you. Still, in a way, I'm glad you're mourning her loss. We were both lucky to have you as a companion. Not at all. I'm the one who was lucky to have such great companions. There was Ash, the Black Knight, Ryanek, even though he was a little scary and... Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn there was someone else with us the whole time, but I can't seem to remember them. Why is Ector removed? Huh? What was that?
We're under attack. Someone's been waiting to ambush us. We're surrounded. Everyone, please get out. We need you to defend the wagon.
Can't believe we're running at the Queen's soldiers, even out here in Knocknarea's territory. Let's go, Tanner Da Vinci Mash. Oh, yo. Don't tell me they're human. Damn it. I know what I just said, but you better stand back, Tanner. You shouldn't even get near those things. Da Vinci, have a trap, we're gonna take care of them ourselves. Got that? Works for me. Tanner, Mash, you two keep your distance. I'm guessing those things are... horrible. Is that... so now we have Moore's diseased humans? Great. Wonderful. We thought we were safe. We will never be safe. Okay, but they're just recolors anyways. Activate on death. Inflict poison and death. Inflict curse. When HP reaches 0, inflict poison and curse and poison and curse and poison and curse. Oh no. That sucks. Everything about this sucks. I am going to immediately do something with you. Yeah, let's just deal with you as quick as possible. Debuff immune for yourself, yes. If I pop this, increase charge for you, yep, that's more damage. Not really, actually. It's really not. Let's... because yours does restore HP for each turn, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's go... or should we do a full combo? Let's do a full combo and then do your thing next turn. Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do as much as we can with you, and then next turn we'll do Habitrots. That's good damage. He is dead. Oh my god. Buddy. He's gonna die so hard. Only 9,000, really, actually. Wait. I didn't see how many of them there were. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, let's go 1, 2, you know what, let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll try and get as many as we can. Alright, and then you'll do... kill you, you're gonna get hit a bit. No effect, because debuff immune. It's a lot of debuff immunes. Oof, buddy. Okay. Whew. Whew. There's that, yeah. Yeah. Whew. I'm gonna say, how? Archer? Really? Okay. This way, Master. We should get away from the wagon for now. I think those creatures that attacked us are living humans who are afflicted with the Morse disease. The Morse curse affecting humans? That shouldn't even be possible unless someone I know. Look out! I know exactly who's a part of this, yep. Wow, that was amazing. You deflected my magecraft yet again. How did you do that? How did you know what I was up to? Why are you the only ones running away after all the trouble I went to scatter all that human trash around? Bavanshi. Don't you dare say that name. It's not my fault, it's not. Remember you're Tamlin Tristan. That's right. I'm Mother's only daughter, the only fairy in all of Fairy Britain to inherit her magecraft, which is why I'm going to kill you pieces of shit. No pathetic little shits like you are going to be taking my rightful place from me. Oh yeah, we're just hopping in with this, huh? Okay. Formation restricted. What do you mean by that? 2 NPC servants. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, look at this. Wait. Because wait. Because yours is blue, right? We want it to be blue. Wait, what are you though? Which one are you? Tamlin Lancelot's second ascension. Good. Good, that's what we want. That's what we want, baby. That's what we're here for. Okay. Wait. Shoot, I can't use her. Dang it. And here I thought I'd be smart. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just have to be a different type of smart. We'll just have to be silly smart. I know you're because you're level 100 now. Yeah, you're more powerful than ever. But I want to be doing other stuff. Well, we can bring in our own too. And we'll give you that to try and get yours. And then we can go for the very end. When in doubt, the last best line of defense is you. And you can get because yours is you're red, right? Enema Elish is red, I'm pretty sure, right? It is, yeah, so that'll do a bunch there. Okay. I feel this will work out pretty good. Okay. And we'll go with, yeah, more gain, more attack. Okay. All right. Let's do this. It's a good way to round it off. Big old boss fight. Okay.
ほら、こっち来なさいよ。私を殺してみなさいよ。ほら、ほら。
夏だからね。戦いも
We
観光も
should be able to
涼
give
やかなものがいい。
100%, right? I think so. So let's go.
やだよ。今のうちに準備を。
リラックス、リラックス。
Shoot. Wait. Do we not have enough?
この
Wait.
服は汚したくないの。
We're good. Good. Okay, we're good. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. Okay,
一撃一瞬で終わらせる。
let's see how much you get back.
石灰剣技開始。つなげ。イノセンスアロンダイト。
That's a lot of numbers.
ハイアングルクラッ
If we had double Castoria, that would have been the most amazing. Some big curses, but that's fine. We can... Oh, perfect. Thank you. That's fine, though, because we can pop this. We can do... I don't even need more sea stars, honestly, but we can do this. Well, that's it. We won. No, we pop this. We've won. Just do this. We've won. I don't even need to do anything else. Wow, overkill. Yeah, wow. 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 So my Melusine, that's how you say it, is not maxed out because I don't have all the materials for it. You look pregnant. Sorry, I don't have all the materials for it, so I'm gonna wait till after I complete the story to see how many bells I get before I go to the store and buy more, you know? I lost. Poor pathetic Bavanshi. Everyone loves Bavanshi. Of course I can't beat you, you're the child of prophecy. You and I are nothing alike. Nothing alike at all. So since I can't beat you in a fair fight, I'll just have to make the human my toy instead. What the frick is that? What am I looking at? Huh? What is that? Looks like a Pokemon thing to Mega Evolve. Oh no, Tanner! What? What? Huh? Where did Senpai and Artoria go? That was perfect. Now that's one hell of a bonus. I knew the child prophecy would dodge that, so I was gonna just trap the human and have some fun with him. But then she walked right in for herself. What a dumbass. But hey, they're both trash anyway, so what better place for them than a dumpster? They're in that jar. Oh! Is this the same sort of jar from Mihoyo? Oh, was that you trying to avenge Boggart or something? As if I'd ever fight you again, idiot. Mirror, oh mirror, show me my reflection. Yeah, she's kind of using, like, ploys. Kind of. Sucks to be all brawn and no brains, doesn't it? The child of prophecy and the foreign mage are finished. Britain belongs to Mother and no one else, damn it. She's gonna be so happy with me. Wait, stop, get back here, Tristan! Well, Mash got tears in her eyes. Oh no. Oh no! Well, frick, where are we going? I hope there's an entire map screen for us in the bottle that, like, we only see once in every end. Yeah, because I need like another 100 bells of absolution. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we are going over here to New Darlington. Lost Will. All right, guys. Wow, it's going to be interesting. We're going to head on to the next chapter of more Let's Play FGO next time as we head into New Darlington and maybe actually confront Beryl a bit? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see you guys next time for that, though. Ciao.